James Barber.
James Barber brings it here today.
Uh, their protest. I saw it on my. I subscribed to MoveOn.org, and they said there was going to be protesting
Okay, yeah.
in the area, and so I.
And you're very vocal about your counter protesting.
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Yes.
And that brought me. In 1 week, I protested the Nevada State Convention, and there I was told that I had to get off the property. And I said, well, this is a public school. And they said, no, they've rented the building. So it's a public, it's private property right now. So you have to leave. And so they told me that I had to either go to either end of the building and or walk over and stand on some pavers that were about, I'd say 40 feet from the door. No, well, probably 60 feet from the door. And so I said, oh, and I walked and I turned around and I walked and crossed over into the, pavers where I was told I could go. And I turned back around and I said, oh my God, finally a border that the Democrats will defend. And so that was Saturday. Well, Tuesday, there was going to be a Bernie rally down in Phoenix, and I drove down to Phoenix to protest. And so I'm in the protest with my sign that says, communism, socialism, a system so great it ruined paradise, asterisk, see Cuba. And they just, I was there protesting. Then I wouldn't put up my signs, and I walked into the Bernie rally. I got in line to go into the Bernie rally. Well, I'm in the Bernie rally, and then I was in there maybe 10 minutes. I took pictures. I took like 40 pictures of the crowd. And then all of a sudden, I got that uneasy feeling that I was being surrounded. And I look around, and there I was. 2 guys coming up the stairs. I turn around, 2 guys coming down the stairs.
Without saying a word?
Without saying a word. I didn't say anything when I was in the rally. I was just in the rally taking pictures. And guys on either side of me. So 8 guys surrounded me, and they said, sir, can we see your ID? And I said, well, why? And he said, well, you're trespassing now. Well, I didn't know I was trespassing because it's a public area, but I'd learned that the weekend with the Nevadans. And so I said, okay. And then I showed them my ID. I showed them my military ID, and they said, oh, sorry, Colonel, you got to leave. We thank you for your service. And they escorted me out of the event. And I said, well, where can I go protest? And they said, well, since the whole grounds belongs to the Bernie rally, the only place you can do is go on the sidewalk, the public sidewalk. And so I walked over to the public sidewalk and I started protesting there. And the line getting into the Bernie rally got so long that it backed up to the sidewalk. And I had my sign that said socialism, communism. And somebody went and said, you've never been to Cuba? And I said, the Cubans don't even want to be in Cuba now under socialism and communism. And they were like, they got quiet and got mad. And I spent the evening protesting on the outside. And because I was seen by a television news camera, a news team, 40 more people showed up to protest with me, and we were outside.
So yeah, hey, mission accomplished, I guess.
Yes, it was. It was great. So yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, and I think, I think all this is important. Like,
yes,
we show up, but express our sides. You show up, express your sides.
Yeah, exactly. And I come here to show them that there's a different side, and not to say anything, but the most grief I got about protesting is that Democrats get mad because I'm black, and I'm not part of that mantra. So that's the sad part about it, because if I was on this side protesting, they would be fine with it. But because I'm black and I'm a conservative.
I mean, from my opinion, I don't think it's anything to do with that, though. I mean, that's not how I'm envisioning it.
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, I've been called more names more names by Democrats than ever.
Turn it off.
Why do we need to turn it off?
Because this doesn't need to go on. Just 1 sec, please.
This is my podcast, so
It's your podcast? Okay.
This is
You, sir.
Yes.
We do not want Trump bloodshed today. Please be more careful when you cross the street. My son told me somebody almost got hit by a truck in Roseville because they weren't paying attention. When you crossed over here, there were vehicles coming. Please.
Oh,
be more careful.
I've been hit by a car twice.
Well,
we don't
I
want that to
understand
happen,
why.
No, we don't want
Be
it.
more careful so it
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
happen today.
When I was a kid.
Well, be more careful when you
Yeah.
cross today, please.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've been walking down to the traffic light.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you.
And you're right. People look at you oddly because how can a black person be for Trump? You know, it doesn't make sense to them.
I don't think that's a conversation we should be having. I mean,
No.
let's play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
because you are.
understand.
Do you look like a Dale Earnhardt fan? No, is that not 43? Is that Dale Earnhardt?
No, it's Richard Petty. Oh, okay. But this is Bubba Wallace when he was driving the car.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
No, I don't.
You seem like a nice man.
It doesn't hurt me.
I don't want to find out that you're mincemeat on the road.
Oh, I don't want to be mincemeat either. I got a cure for cruises go on.
Yeah, we don't have anybody care. All right, man. Well, thank you for stopping by.
No problem. Thanks for interviewing me.
I think we need to know more conversation like this.
Yes.
Okay.
All
We'll get back at it.
All right, then.
All
What's
right.
your podcast?
It's called Reality Redemption.
Reality Redemption?
Okay. Yep.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.